Hey, it's Martina with Everyday Kentucky, and the application window is now open for the Lexington Fire Department and Lexington Police Department. I am joined now with Officer Rachel Kennedy and Captain Maquel Johnson. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
All right, so I like to know the person behind the uniform and why you decided to get into these departments. So, Rachel, let's start with you.
Awesome. I love talking about this. I've worked for the Lexington Police Department for a little over 5 years, and I started with the department because I wanted to do a professional career that I could be proud of, and I have a daughter, and I wanted her to be proud of what I did giving back to the community.
Definitely. And what about you, Captain Johnson?
I myself have been on 18 years now. When I first joined, it was about giving back to the community that I came from. I actually applied for here and Atlanta, and got hired by both and chose to stay home and serve my community here in Lexington. So,
I mean, community seems to be the real draw to it. Would you say that is a draw for people that might be interested or hesitant? What is the best thing about being able to work for these departments?
Lexington itself, the city, is a really unique place. We have a very diverse population. There's just so much to do here in the city, but yet as much big city stuff we have here to do, it still has a small hometown feel, so it's a great place to live and work.
What about you?
pretty much the same. I love my hometown. Give kids that didn't get to see, like myself growing up, African American firefighter. It's hard to come by, so I wanted to give back and have them to give the same opportunity.
Now let's really talk about some of the benefits of working for both departments.
That's kind of a neat thing. The Lexington Police Department and Lexington Fire Department we have a shared pension, so we're on the same retirement plan, which is fantastic. And where we both work for LFUCG, a lot of our benefits, such as healthcare benefits and things of that nature, are the same.
Yep. Pretty much the only big difference is our age. Mm-hmm. We start at 19 to 34, they're 21 to 40. Our hiring process is pretty much the same. You have a written test, you have a physical agility test that you can take, oral interview, and then you have a background portion. So, and it's pretty much the same for the Lexington Police too.
Yeah, and to echo what Maquel just said, that's the neat thing is our hiring processes themselves, the steps are very similar. The time frame is very similar. Each one of those steps differs somewhat. For example, we both have a written test, like he said. That test is different for each of us, but it's the same steps you take towards the end goal.
Now, how long is the process from start to finish? Like say people apply today, when can they expect to hear back? What does the process look like from start to finish?
I usually tell any candidate, anyone that applies, it's going to be a 12-month process with us. Just from the start, the day that you sign up, take the written test, every process that you go through after that, it's going to take a couple months. So I easily say 9 to 12 months with us.
And for us, it's about 6 to 9, again, depending on when you put your application in. We're with you right there every step of the way. We're very accessible. I always encourage applicants and even just folks who are interested in applying to stay in touch with me. We want to help people if this is their end goal. It is a long process. But the goal of getting hired and working for our departments is certainly worth it.
Yeah, and what would you say is the most rewarding thing, or any advice to those who are thinking about it or but are a little hesitant to do it?
For me, I would say, get out here and meet some of us, learn more. We have hiring prep courses to help people gather more information and prepare themselves for our hiring process. But we also offer ride-alongs. So if you want to see what a shift with the Lexington Police Department is like from the front passenger seat of a police cruiser with one of our officers, we have that opportunity as well.
And we have the same process. We have a ride-along program. The only thing about ours is when you do a ride-along, you can do it for 8 hours, but you have to stay within the truck. So, and that's just a HIPAA thing.
Well, I mean, if people want to apply, where do they go to?
They can visit, actually for both of our opportunities, they can visit lexingtonky.gov. When you navigate to that page, there's a search bar, and depending on what you're interested in, which opportunity you're looking to pursue, you can type in Lexington Fire Department or Lexington Police Department to that search bar.
All right, great. So thank you so much for giving back to the community and being able to help those steps along the way. So if you're interested in being part of the Lexington Fire Department or the Lexington Police Department, just head to lexingtonky.gov for more information. This has been Martina with Everyday Kentucky. Stick with us. We'll be back with more right after this.